The Andes Mountains or Andean Mountains wide, and has an average height of about 4,000 meters. The Andes extend from north to south through 7 South American countries: Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. Along their length, the Andes are split into several ranges, separated by intermediate depressions. The Andes are the location of several high plateaus, some of which host major cities such as Quito, Bogota, Cali, Arequipa, Medellin, Bucaramanga, Sucre, Mérida, El Alto and La Paz. The Altiplano Plateau is the world's second highest after the Tibetan Plateau. These ranges are in turn grouped into 3 major divisions based on climate: the tropical Andes, the dry Andes, and the wet Andes. The Andes Mountains are the highest mountain range outside Asia. The highest mountain outside Asia, Argentina's Mount Aconcagua, rises to an elevation of about 6,961 meters above sea level. The peak of Chimborazo in the Ecuadorian Andes is farther from the Earth's center than any other location on the Earth's surface, due to the equatorial bulge resulting from the Earth's rotation. The world's highest volcanoes are in the Andes, including Ojos del Salado on the Chile-Argentina border, which rises to 6,893 meters. The Andes are also part of the American Cordillera, a chain of mountain ranges that consist of an almost continuous sequence of mountain ranges that form the western backbone of North America, Central America, South America and Antarctica. The etymology of the word Andes has been debated. The majority consensus is that it derives from the Quechua word anti, which means east, as in Antisuyu, one of the 4 regions of the Inca Empire. The term Cordillera comes from the Spanish word cordel, meaning rope, and is used as a descriptive name for several contiguous sections of the Andes, as well as the entire Andean range, and the combined mountain chain along the western part of the North and South American continents. The Andes can be divided into 3 sections: the Leeward Antilles Islands Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao, which lie in the Caribbean Sea off the coast of Venezuela, were formerly thought to represent the submerged peaks of the extreme northern edge of the Andes range, but ongoing geological studies indicate that such a simplification does not do justice to the complex tectonic boundary between the South American and Caribbean plates: Marinan, Central Andean, Patagonian Aleut Plate, Antarctic Plate, Carnegie Ridge, Chile Rise, Farallon Plate, Juan Fernandez Ridge, Nazca Plate, Nazca Ridge, Dolores Guayaquil, Cordillera Blanca, Cochabamba, Domico, El Tigre, San Ramon, Licuan Ofqui, Magallanes Fagnano Northern Zone, Peruvian Flat Slab, Central Zone, Pampean Flat Slab, Southern Zone, Patagonian Gap, Austral Zone, Arequipa, Antofera, Mejilonia, Chilenia, Chatinia, Chilo Block, Cunania, Pampia, Patagonia, Fitzroy, Madre de Dios. The Andes are a Mesozoic Tertiary orogenic belt of mountains along the Pacific Ring of Fire, a zone of volcanic activity that encompasses the Pacific Rim of the Americas as well as the Asia-Pacific region. The Andes are the result of tectonic plate processes caused by the subduction of oceanic crust beneath the South American plate. It is the result of a convergent plate boundary between the Nazca Plate and the South American plate. The main cause of the rise of the Andes is the compression of the western rim of the South American plate due to the subduction of the Nazca Plate and the Antarctic Plate. To the east, the Andes range is bounded by several sedimentary basins, such as Orinoco, Amazon Basin, Madre de Dios and Gran Chaco, that separate the Andes from the ancient cratons in eastern South America. In the south, the Andes share a long boundary with the former Patagonia terrain. To the west, the Andes end at the Pacific Ocean, although the Peru-Chile Trench can be considered their ultimate western limit. From a geographical approach, the Andes are considered to have their western boundaries marked by the appearance of coastal lowlands and a less rugged topography. The Andes Mountains also contain large quantities of iron ore located in many mountains within the range. The Andean orogen has a series of bends or oroclines The Bolivian orocline is a seaward concave bending in the coast of South America in the Andes Mountains at about 18 degrees south. At this point, the orientation of the Andes turns from northwest in Peru to south in Chile and Argentina. The Andean segment north and south of the orocline have been rotated 15 degrees to 20 degrees counterclockwise and clockwise respectively. The Bolivian orocline area overlaps with the area of maximum width of the Altiplano Plateau and, according to Isaacs, the orocline is related to crustal shortening. The specific point at 18 degrees south where the coastline bends is known as the Arica Elbow. Further south lies the Maipo orocline, a more subtle orocline between 30 degrees south and 38 degrees south with a seaward concave.